Shalom. We the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jay Hanna. Today we're going to talk about battling. All right, battling, warring, being at odds, all whatever the hell you want to call it, is biblical. You understand? It's very important in this warfare. It's very important in this world. If we want to come and we want to take the kingdom, battling is important because that's how we're going to get the kingdom. Now let's start with Ecclesiasticus 33 and 7. Let's get that. All right, battling is biblical. But we're going to also, before we get heavy into the topic, we'll open the floor real quick if anybody has any questions. I'm going to give you a minute for questions. We take questions. All right. Let's see. Yeah, write your questions down. We'll get them in a second. Hold on 1 second now. Matter of fact, go ahead and start breaking it down. We'll get to your questions in a sec. Go ahead, Ecclesiasticus 33 and 7.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 33 and verse 7. Why doth one day excel another?
All right. Why? That's the start of the question. Why does one day excel another? Why is one day better than another? All right. Go ahead.
When as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun.
So that's a heavy question right there. You understand? It's a heavy question. Why does one day excel another when every day is just another day under it? It's the same sun, same scenario. Why is one day better than another? Why is one day a high holy day and then one day not? Why is one day a harvest and then one day is not? Why is one day cold and one day hot? You understand? I'm gonna put that question out there. Hold on, we're gonna get this technical difficulties together. I'm gonna be able to read your comments. So that's what I want. That's the question. Why is one day better than another? All right, hold on 1 second. All right, now it's back in action. All right. Bam. Yeah, we in there. Let's get this table pushing. Push this table a little closer to you. All right. Why is one day better than another? That's the question. All right, or that's what he's saying. He's going to get into it. Why one day is better than another? Go ahead.
By the knowledge of the Lord, they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts.
The Most High altered seasons and feasts, and he had changed. Basically, the Most High changed up the times. Right now, we living in a time where it's extreme persecution for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? Even more so than yesterday. You understand? You got these, super coons that's evolving. After all that's done happened to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in America, it's you got these super coons coming out, Kanye West. You understand? Bill Cosby being persecuted, or not persecuted, but being judged by the Most High for all his, white women loving days and all his wickedness. All right. The Lord has altered seasons. He altered and he changed up things. All right. This is all just a lead up. Keep reading.
Some of them hath he made high days and hallowed them. And some of them hath he made ordinary days.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And all men are from the ground.
Now, it's changing it up. Just how it was different days, every day is different. Now it's going on to people. All men come from Adam. Go ahead.
And Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge, the Lord had divided them.
Hath he what?
Divided them.
Go ahead.
And made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, brother. Technical difficulties. Switch this around. Better. Read on.
Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself.
Mm-hmm. The Most High, he set up different types of people on the earth. All right, but that's why battling is important. When you see the ISUPK battle and debate, well, it's all battles. There's no debates in ISUPK. This is everything's a battle. Everything's for the throne. For the throne. Everything's for your throat. We not trying to have no debates where it's just like, oh, you're right and I'm right. We're just trying to show our points of views. That's not us. That's not the UPK. Nobody is right against us. You understand? And then we there to battle to prove to everybody that you are not right and we are right. That you're wrong, we're right, we're big, you're small, we're smart, you're dumb, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's all ISUPK, that's all we're there for. We're not there for nothing else. We're not there to get a mutual understanding. We're not there to come together, like make your beliefs and my beliefs mold somehow, where now our beliefs don't have no friction against each other. Now our beliefs are really kind of the same. Hell no, that's not the ISUPK. That's not what the Lord is about. You know what I'm saying? The same way you seen that with Kevin Cesario battling them Egyptology people, you had one RBG Hebrew, I don't know what his name is, they got a whole bunch of different, self-proclaimed black leaders or whatever they call themselves, scholars, I don't know, Kemetic priests, whatever the hell they are. All right. You had the one who was holding the Ankh with Jabari. Jabari, who is basically, to me, he's basically a known homosexual. I mean, it'd probably just be a matter of time before, it's come out, his homosexuality, I don't know, something he do that's homosexual. To me, it's all just a matter of time before that's coming out. But if it ain't already been out and people already know about it in the conscious community, which they probably do, you understand? They just try to sweep they try to sweep their own dirt under the rug. You understand? When they Kemetic people come out as gay, they try to sweep it under the rug and he just don't be on side of their TV no more. Just like the Christian church. When the Christian church got some problems and a member molesting this kid, this sister then slept with 5 members of the church, and this and that, then slept with the whole deacon board, she didn't, slept with the pastor and the first and second deacon, you understand? And they all know about it. They just try to sweep that all under the rug, you understand? That's what they all do. ISUPK, we not about to be holding the ankh with whatever the hell, what's the Simon Sudan Seti, whatever the hell, Jabari, that's his name. We're not about to be holding the ankh with him, just like we're not about to hold a cross with a Christian.
Right.
You understand? That's the way the Lord is. You understand? Read more in that scripture and it'll tell you how and why, or what more about it.
But some of them hath he cursed and brought low, and turned them out of their places.
Go ahead.
As the clay is in the potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best.
Go ahead.
Good is set against evil.
Read that, but again.
Good is set against evil.
Good is set against evil. This is the way the Lord created the earth. You understand? He set good against evil. It ain't everybody's good. No, you got the good side and the evil side. The ISUPK is the good side. We the good guys, we the heroes, we the men who is righteous, we the right men, we the superheroes. Everybody who comes against us is the villains. You understand? It's just like a movie. You understand? You got your hero, then you have your villain. And that's ISUPK is the hero. And we are going against the villains. Who's your villains? You got Christian pastor. You got Christian follower. Christian believer. Homosexuals. Kemetic scholar, people who believe in Kemetic and Egyptologists. Basically everybody. That's basically everybody. Just Christians, just being a Christian is everybody. Thinking that God loves everybody is everybody outside the ISUPK. We're the only group that believes God does not love everybody, and that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're the only heroes. We're the only ones championed for righteousness. Everybody else is wicked. Everybody else is wrong. Everybody else is off, whatever you want to call it. Good is set against evil. They are evil. Everybody, when you meet a Christian, know they're evil. You understand? They are evil. Christians like to come off like they're righteous and they're kind and loving. Just know you don't know that person. That person is a Christian. That person is really evil. Really an evil person. They have wickedness, hatred for their own black people. Whatever their particular evil is, just know it's there. Only place where that evil gets rid of we get rid of that evil is in ISUPK. All right, go ahead.
Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner.
And life is against death. Make sure y'all share this class and everything like that. And if somebody's out there, tag the Kapash ISUPK page, and I need to make sure that page is tagged in it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it on camera. Take over real quick.
It says good is set against evil. I mean, the two are, combative against each other. That's what the whole wrestling with Jacob and Esau was about, right? And life against death. The Most High said, said before you, life or death, right? We've been following the white man, and we've been abiding in death by following him. Jacob represented the life inside the womb. And the two children struggled together within their mother, Rebekah. You see what I'm saying? And the sinner against the godly. The Most High causes everything to go to war. You see what I'm saying? The lions against the hyenas.
All right.
The wolf against whatever it's, what is it, a badger or something? Everything is set, against, and just like in the predatory kingdom, in the animal kingdom with the predators are competing against each other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because the predators want their breed to survive, so they have to take out the rival. And that's why you'll have, they'll go through and they'll start killing the cubs of whatever it is that their rival is. They'll start to kill the babies and all of that because the two are set against each other. It just is what it is. There's no peace and love and all and harmony and everybody coming together. The Most High didn't make things that way.
Damn right. Keep going.
So is the godly against the sinner. We have to understand, the white man is the natural sinner. And there's no good white men, white people out there. You see what I'm saying? You just have some that seem to be nicer than others. That's all it is. Right? But you have to understand that both of them are enemy, the nice one and the one with the Confederate shirt on. You see what I'm saying? The wigger, right? And the one that comes, the man that comes by to try and sell you insurance. They're all the same. They're all the same. They're all evil. They're just different faces of the same evil. That's all it is. You see what I'm saying? And the sinner against the godly. They are set against you. You see what I'm saying? That's just like when you come into the Isupk. Even though your people ain't the sinner as the race, but speckled out that there's people that you knew before you come into the truth that you cool with, you trying to bring them into the truth. But then they're making it known, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, as time goes on, you'll find out, you know what I'm saying, that they are against you. You see what I'm saying? And then you just got to cut your losses. There's a lot of us that try to bring family in, friends that we knew from the world in. Some of you might get a couple, maybe a few might be speckled out that you might get. But don't be heartbroken over the ones that you don't.
Right.
You just got to keep moving. It just is what it is. That's why Christ said, I come not to bring peace but a sword.
That's right. That's right.
You want me to keep on going with 15?
Keep going.
So look upon all the works of the Most High. And there are two and two, one against another. It said, look upon all the works of the Most High.
Right.
They are against each other. Everything is against, hell, night is against day. You see what I'm saying? As that sun starts to go down, now you have night, that starts to come in. The two are set against each other. Night, day, good, evil, light, darkness,
right.
Godly, sinner. You see what I'm saying? Everything is at war. And what it boils down to is which side you going to be on. Get on the side that you're supposed to be on. You see what I'm saying? And understand that the Most High is not bringing everything. Night and day don't mix together. I've never seen that. You ever seen that, Kevin?
Wow.
You ever see night and day just mingle and mix together? Part of, it just be like, you got daylight and then you got the darkness drifting off all in the sky, solid black. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. What you actually do is you see the going out of one thing representing the beginning of another. They're set against each other.
Right.
I awake up last of all, as one that gathereth after the great gatherers. By the blessing of the Lord I profited, and filled my winepress like a gatherer of grapes. Now, what is he saying? He's saying how much he has prospered, right? Now, think about it. Do the nations want to see us prosper? No. We're not going to be rich alongside the white man and the African and the Arab. That's not going to happen. Because let me tell you what happens if it actually did happen, right? The white man, the Arab, the Chinese man, the Japanese man, all of these people that y'all seem to be in wealth together with, right? They're all going to look and see what you got. And they're going to say, oh, no, we're not going to let them have that. Let's get them. You see what I'm saying? At that time, they won't even look at what each other got. They'll only see what you got. And what you got sometimes can even be less than what they got, but they figure it's got to be too good for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So now they're going to come together to conspire and to take what it is that you have. You see what I'm saying? They are the sinner. You're the nation that's meant to be the godly. The two is set against each other. The world is set against the righteous nation. Right. It just is what it is. You can't change it. You can't change you can't change that. Just like you can't stop the sun from coming up. You see what I'm saying? And you can't stop it once it's up. Stop it from going down, can you? You can't do that. Us being set against the other nations is just like any law of nature. And just as you can't change the laws of nature, you can't change that. So you might as well get on the side that you need to be on. Get on the side of your own people and fight the good fight, as the Apostle Paul says.
All right. We need to. Any more in that scripture?
Okay. We got going into 17.
Go ahead.
Consider that I labor not for myself only.
That's it on that.
Okay.
Go to 1 Kings 18. 1 Kings 18.
What verse?
18 and 17. We're going to get into a story of a battle of the men of the Lord. You understand? And like I said, battling is very important. It's us against them. Brothers in the school, just know that's very important. You understand? Us battling, go out there and get battles. Go out there and crush Christians in everything they think they believe in. Go to camp and, you know what I'm saying, battle who you're supposed to battle. Definitely get your permission from the school and whatnot. But that's what this job is about. You understand? Crushing our enemies. You understand? When you crush your enemies, something psychological happens to them, especially during a biblical battle. Right. During a biblical battle, something psychological happens after you beat them and beat them, or crush them in a battle when it comes to the Bible, and you cut them with the scriptures. From battling and getting cut in the scriptures. You understand?
Right.
Not you know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna happen. You can't come back that way. The only way you can come back is if you said, this man does that, this man has the truth and I don't. I need to learn from this man. That's the only way you can ever come back.
Right.
You understand? Is if you say, you're right, you beat me, you're gonna have to teach me then. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be my teacher now. And then from there, you will learn what he learns, and you'll be able to come back. You understand? That's what the brothers in the truth. You understand? A lot of brothers in the truth came in the truth. They, watching the battles of things they thought. And they seen somebody say what they thought and how they believed, and they seen that person get crushed. What they say? Okay, I need to follow them. I need to learn what they learn, what they know. Because I'm watching them battle him, and he seemed like he knew more about the scriptures than me. Or he was saying the same things I believed. And then they cut him in the scriptures on it. Now I need to learn from them. That's how it works. You understand? It's like the white man has this game where everybody, I think you play rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So you got like 20 people or whatever. And you play rock, paper, scissors, shoot with them. If you beat them, they got to get behind you and follow you everywhere. So then you beat him, and then, he's over there beating somebody. So it's like, you got one follower and he got one follower. Y'all go against each other. You beat that guy. Him and his follower follow you. So now you got 1, 2, 3, 4 people are all together.
Where did we playing that at?
It was a game that they had us play in college one time when we was just like sitting around.
Right. It sounds kind of interesting though.
Yeah, it's damn sure interesting. So So then at the end, basically, you could wait till, okay, this guy got like 30 followers, and they follow him around. He's beating people in rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You could go beat him. Now you got 30 followers, 31 plus him.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it works. You take ground, brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important for you to attend class, get in class, learn, study, ask the tough questions that you know what I mean? It's why it's great to be in the physical classes too. I mean, it's great to be in this new age, you know what I'm saying? You can learn in this new age just off online classes. I learned mainly off online classes, but then I also was on the ground with the brothers, with the master teachers, like Captain Malquad. You understand? Mainly Captain Malquad. You understand? And I was in the ground with him, dealing with it in person-to-person basis. You know what I'm saying? He got an idea or something, and I might have another idea. Then he says, "Oh, that's not a good idea because it is that and third." Now I just learn from him. You see what I'm saying? So it's important to get in these these online classes, but it's even more important to get in with your physical classes too. Or not only the classes, get in physically with the work.
Right.
Get in physically with the work of the Lord. That's how you become more powerful in the scriptures and more powerful in this truth. The more powerful you are, the more enemies you can crush. The more enemies you can crush, the more brothers and sisters you wake up to the truth. The more brothers and sisters you wake up to the truth, faster Christ is going to return. You understand? You get basically everything you want. But you have to put in the work to become stronger and better and more powerful in the scriptures. You understand? Whether it's traveling to the camp, going to the physical classes, you understand? And just sitting at the feet of the prophets. That's the whole saying. What did Paul say? I studied at the feet of Gamaliel. You understand? That's what we gotta take it to, because our enemies is vast. You understand? Our enemies is vast. And they've been doing this thing longer than us. You understand? The Christian doctrine been around longer than we've been studying the UPK. Longer than the truth been around lately. You understand? In this time, the Christian church been around longer than this. So what does that mean? That means that Christianity has a stronger foothold in people's minds than anything damn near we can bring to the table. So since we can't, it's so strong in their mind, we have to destroy it in battle. You understand? We have to cut them with the scriptures. We have to, embarrass them on what they believe on, make them sound dumb. You understand? Because it's another thing. He said there's no physical classes in Hawaii anymore. Well, then learning all the physical classes.
Right.
Then you become the physical classes. You become the master teacher that Hawaii needs to have physical classes.
Right.
That's how that works. You understand? There was no physical classes in Indianapolis before, or in Louisville, Kentucky, till me and this brother came in and became the master teachers. You understand? And another thing you can do is, if you in Hawaii or whatever, man, take a trip, come to one of the states that have a school.
Right.
See, you gotta have drive in this truth. You can't just be one of the people who just sit around and hope for and think the kingdom's just gonna fall in your lap and the white man's just gonna fall down on his own. And you're just gonna sit back and watch the news, and one day on the news, you're gonna turn it on, Christ is gonna be returning, and the white man gonna be being destroyed, and then you're gonna be the king of the earth, huh? The Lord just gonna come and rip the roof off your house and pick you up and set you on the throne in the kingdom. Like that. That's movies.
Right.
That happens in the movies. The white guy is just living a regular life, and then something miraculously happens to him where he becomes fucking Captain America or something.
Right.
He becomes Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just a loser guy. He walks into a field trip, gets bit by a spider. Now he's fucking Spider-Man. So excuse my language. That is the movies.
Right.
It don't work like that. You see them white college kids. What do when they go to college? They go wherever the college is at. They'll go across the world for college.
Right.
They could be going to college locally, but then they do what are some things called where they go travel to another place to learn?
Foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange student. They'll if they learn in Chinese in school, they'll sign up for the program and come up with their money. Right. They come up with their own money. They go to work and save up $2,000, become a foreign exchange student in China, where they talk in Chinese in a Chinese classroom in China for 2 months.
Right.
You understand? That don't, and then next thing you know, he becomes some Chinese. He got the connections with China, and he's a billionaire with America doing Chinese foreign business. It don't happen like a miraculously thing.
Right.
And you can't treat this truth like it's some type of miraculous. The knowledge is miraculous, but you can't treat this truth like, oh, it's just. Right. I know I'm an Israelite now. and then I'm gonna sing a song, and the world is gonna change, and that's these fake Israelite groups. Go ahead.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's like presto. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? You get this knowledge and everything. Now you got to think, okay, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What do I do with it? You know what I'm saying? That's how your mind should work. A lot of people get the knowledge and then they just set on it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
They just set on what it is that they know, and what you actually do is you being more like the man that had the one talent and buried the talent. You see what I'm saying? Like that man that had the one talent in the scripture, what is it, in Matthew somewhere, where he had you had the man that was given the one talent, the man that was given the 2, and the man that was given 5.
Right.
The one that was given, now talent is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? One talent is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But what did Christ do? He gave the master gave them rulership over a city because of what they did with the talents. You know what I'm saying? The one with the one talent would have had one whole city himself. But what did he do? He sat on it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The person, they started to get this knowledge, and then they just sat on it. You know, you got to think. You got to take that action. You got to start to move. You know what I'm saying? With what you got, you got to move. You know, you just can't set.
Damn right. It's heavy what the brother's saying. You understand? And any brothers out there, shoot, we got barracks here in Indianapolis. We got barracks all over the damn country. You need a space where you can come and be immersed in the work of the Lord, and you can learn like a damn foreign exchange student. Come to Indianapolis.
Right.
Go to Philly.
Right.
Go to become a trooper first, of course. Maybe pass your officer's test. You can do that wherever the hell you at. You can do that. You can become a trooper doing 90 days online classes and be reporting in. And then get your officer's test by, going passing out flyers or whatever. There was a brother in Hawaii named Officer Lakamai now. And he became an officer in Hawaii. He was teaching classes out there and then came to the States to put in more work. So, you need a place? Come to Indianapolis school. We'll put you
right. Right.
There's plenty of work here.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, Will, sir. It's also a scripture to talk about he who hath not. You know what I'm saying? What he has will be taken. You know what I'm saying? If you got the knowledge, right, and then move on what it is that you have, the Most High can take what it is that you got, because then that's how people wind up in fake Israelite groups, are out there as
lone wolf Israelites.
Right, lone wolf Israelites trying to get a congregation together themselves, and that ain't working out. Because see, here's the thing, because they can't be up under the leadership of nobody else. So guess what? Nobody wants to follow them. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. Just like what General Katham said. He said, a break off can only teach somebody how to break off. You know what I'm saying? It can only teach that, because that's to be the spirit of that is the spirit of the break off. Then they gonna break off from him.
Damn right. Damn right. All right. So you understand, you gotta, with this truth, you gotta put in work. And like what we were saying, when you battle with a Christian, when the ISUPK, not you, everybody, but when the ISUPK battles with a Christian, they cannot recover from that.
Right.
When they cut in the scriptures, they cannot recover. Why do you think people why do you think people don't come to the ISUPK camp to battle back to back? They come one time, get cut, smack the hell up with the scriptures, they never return.
Right.
They don't come back and say, hold up, remember last time we talked about this? I looked up some more information and now I'm back to battle again.
Right.
Now I want to come back and cut what you cut me with. I'm gonna show you that was wrong. They never do that.
Right.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
And if they do come back, they don't come back with the same valor that they had before. They'll come back like halfway crazy, like the one dude in Chicago, the Christian pastor in Chicago. They came back a couple of times, but now he's not trying to come with no knowledge. He's going, you don't tell the Holy Ghost to back up. He's coming, remember this?
Right.
That's all he could do after that was that's all he could do after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All his arsenal was taken away, and that's all he had to fall back on. So hell, it wasn't even really him coming back. Hell, you know what I'm saying? It was a shell of himself coming back. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Another example of that is when Captain Tazariak and Captain Katazar, shout out to them brothers, man. They've been towards the forefront as well lately in battling, especially mainly out in New York. That dude, G-Man. G-Man called in the first time. Oh, come on, it's time. We about to get it in. Like, he had the song. He's, man, he had that rap. He was like, G-Man in the house, and it's about that time. All of that. He was coming in with zeal, trying to set up a bell, talking about I got a church. Come see me. Y'all scared. Y'all running. He called back. Like they battled on that show that night. He got cut to piss. He got kicked off the Shield Squad. He came back. When he called back, he was just, like I said, a shell of himself. Right. Before he called back all hype, man, you guys are running. Y'all don't want to come in my city. Y'all run this. Then he came back the second time like, hey guys. Right. How's it going? Hey, Shalom. Yeah, nah, Shield Squad didn't kick me out. He just was like all his battle was gone. Like I said, you cannot recover from a battle against the UPK unless you get down and start learning from the ISUPK. Then you can battle and regain your strength in, dealing with this knowledge. You understand? Because the scriptures say the Bible cut like a two-edged sword, cutting asunder bone and spirit, something like that. Let's get that scripture.
What is it?
It's in Hebrews chapter 1 or 2. Hebrews chapter 1 or 2. You understand? It said the scriptures cut like a two-edged sword, dividing like bone and marrow, them or something like that. But it's a psychological, spiritual thing. It ain't like you get cut with the people don't understand words have power. You understand? You can give somebody words to encourage them and build up their spirit and make them feel better and stronger and make them go above and beyond what they normally would do. Or you can give somebody words of discouragement and make them feel like they can't do, or they can't make it Hebrews, or they can't push any further. Make them quit, make them give up just off words. So words have power. You understand? That's why we go in on all these leaders that out here false claiming to be some type of leader, and they out here speaking words, and they with the words they're saying is hurting people physically and psychologically, mainly psychologically and spiritually. Certain words are hurt people. You could hurt a whole nation with words. Look at what Kanye West just said. He said slavery was a choice. He basically disrespected everybody who had ancestors that were a slave. He's basically just disrespected them all. Could you imagine if a white man would have said that? Imagine if a white man would have came out and said, some famous white man anywhere, anybody, came out and said, slavery was a choice. That you black people chose to be slaves to white people. It'd be a totally different thing. But since Kanye West said it, and he's some old he came out supposed to be like some spoken word rapper who is above the fray and above ignorant stuff, and he says deep stuff. Now look at him, what he's saying. Go ahead. You got that scripture for the word of the Lord cut like a two-edged sword. I think it's Hebrews 1 or 2. Let's see if we can get that. Or maybe 3. You understand? So those the words that you speaking, that can cause some serious damage. You understand? Let me see if I can put that scripture. 1 second, knock it. Hebrews 4 and 12. Okay. Hebrews 4 and 12. Let's get it. Damn right.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of God is quick and powerful.
It's quick and powerful. Go ahead.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
Sharper than any two-edged sword. Now you gotta peep that. Here's a two-edged knife. It's pretty sharp. You understand? It can probably make you bleed very easily. Probably puncture your whole go right through you. Cut you like butter with the right force. You understand? The word of the Lord is sharper than this. You can stab somebody and they can recover faster than if you destroyed them and cut them up with the scriptures. Basically what it's saying. If we would have came out and stabbed G-Man He could have came back stronger. He could have came back saying, man, yeah, you jumped me. These are cowards. Tupac got shot 5 times and came back talking hella shit. Excuse my language. He came back talking hella trash.
Right.
Oh, Biggie, I fucked your girl and all that. He came back after getting shot 5 times. But if he would have got cut with these damn scriptures by the UPK, he wouldn't have came back. He wouldn't have came back like that. He wouldn't be come back strong and talking shit. He wouldn't be doing none of that. You see what Polite damn near jumped off the face of the earth. He just started becoming like some Hollywood guru or something in Hollywood, pimping hoes out there in Hollywood. Damn near, what he doing? Out there, you know, tricking. You know, all them stupid females go out to Hollywood to try to be an actress or be a career. Right. Then it don't work, so some of them become a stripper or a waitress. And now they just out there. Anybody who just come through with some slick talking and a little pocket change, they'll woo her in and, you know, have her stand at his place because they was already damn near homeless out in California anyway. Now that's what he got on. You know what I mean? Just, you know, wooing the little, you know, that's what they do in Hollywood. They have little parties and get all the little stragglers who came out from out of state to make a new life and become an actress, and then they just sleep with them and stuff. That's all Polite was dumbed down to doing. He wasn't no talking, no teaching. He just was dumbed down to, you know, preying on women in California.
Right.
Using his little you know, like not the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K celebrity status. He a K-list celebrity, and he out doing that. You understand? Right. After he battled us, it was no coming back for Polite. He was like a guy who was up there. Now he didn't fail. Now he's way down here, just like living off the scraps of when he was up here.
Right.
After battling ISUPK. You understand? What else is it talking about?
Perceiving even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Oh, it said perceiving or piercing?
No, piercing.
Oh,
like piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. Soul and spirit.
You damn near got to get the biblical definition on that, because they damn near the same damn thing. You understand? You just want to say something about that?
Right. You know, it's pretty much saying that all the way down to the intricate parts, you know, separating the soul and the spirit, because they do have different characteristics to them, soul and spirit both. But, you know, the scriptures even cuts and divides that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like your soul is basically your being, but your spirit is like, you take on the spirit of Christianity. Or you take on the spirit of chematologist or being a commission, whatever, or the spirit of this or this. Like in the truth, you take on the Holy Spirit, which is the spirit of courage and bravery and fearlessness to do the work of the Lord and do the will of the Lord. But so it will take you out of, like G-Man. What was his spirit? It was like it was called like Israelite apologist or something. Apologist. I think it was called apologetics or something, where they studied to try to go against Hebrew Israelites. Mm-hmm. The word of the Lord cut him so deep that it took him away from the spirit of what he even believed in. It divided that to where they even physically kicked him out the group. That's how deep it was. It was so deep that happened spiritually that it manifested, I hate to use that word, physically. Basically, it happened physically that you've seen he was even kicked out of what he believed in. By how hard he was cut in the scriptures. And then, you know, things that he did after that. You see what I'm saying? The scriptures divide your soul and spirit. So you a staunch Christian. You on fire for Christ. You on fire for Jesus and all that. You come against ISUPK one day, and then we cut you in these scriptures, slice you and dice you, and now you confused. You don't even know if you should be a Christian anymore. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now you like,
right.
I was a strong Christian, but, you know, now I just believe in God. You know, I'm just spiritual now, you know.
Right.
That's why so many people saying that now. So many people saying they're not Christians, they just spiritual. Because they done watched the tape, or they ran into somebody, or somehow, some way got cut up by the UPK, or somebody that learned from UPK, got cut in them scriptures, and now they don't believe in, I don't even believe in religion no more. They just spiritual.
Go ahead. Will, sir. And a lot of them never really believed anyway. They was able just to use it to profit, to benefit whatever agenda that they had. They were just using it for that. Like the white man. The white man, though, it was somebody said something at camp. The one devil. He said something about with Christ being black and everything, right?
Yeah.
And he said
he don't matter. He said
Christ said he don't matter. Now that was him speaking. As you said, that was just something just being revealed out of him. Like he sat there and played it like he was this Christian, this pious Christian, all of this time. Now his true self come out. Said what he say again?
He doesn't matter.
Yeah, say he doesn't matter.
Talking about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Because we showed him the scripture that Christ was black. And then he ended up saying, that video's on YouTube right now. You can check it out at Isupk Indianapolis. He's on video. He's like, he doesn't matter. I mean, that doesn't matter. He said he doesn't matter like 2-3 times. Then try to switch it up, clean it up. But he said it. He don't matter. Christ don't matter, huh? You know what I'm saying?
What he's really saying is we are the only thing that matters. He's talking about white people. That's what he's really saying for real, when it all boils down to it. Mm-hmm. The Christianity, they so-called belief in Christ ain't nothing but a cloak that they use just to trick and deceive us. But as soon as the blindfolds come off of us, then hell, they're going to take the cloak off. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to start to show you that they're going to be the open enemy of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Mm-hmm. And against Christ. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then everybody will see him. That's
why we bring this out. Why battling is important. So anybody who has questions like why the Isupk, battling and yelling on the street corners, we not yelling in vain.
Right.
We yelling out, challenging. That us yelling at camp is crying aloud and sparing not. That sparing not is basically we cutting and battling everybody while we're doing our street speaking. You understand? So if you ever wonder why the Hebrew Israelites of the Isupk are on the streets, why they got to do that, why you got to be so aggressive, because we actually calling everybody out.
Right.
You ever been somewhere and some dude is arguing with another dude or something, or arguing with a female or something, and he said, "Man, I'll whoop everybody on this damn train. I don't give a fuck." It's like, excuse my language. He'll say something like that. Basically, he's challenging everybody. And saying, I don't care. I'll beat up anybody on this damn train. He's challenging them. And he's yelling it so everybody can hear it. Right. That's basically camp.
Right.
We challenging everybody on whatever the hell they believe in. And if they want to step up, they step up. Like you can sit there and listen, be in a lunchroom somewhere, probably when you was younger, like in high school, this might happen. And he said, "No, I'll whoop everybody in this cafeteria. I don't give a damn." Right. You can sit there and just be like, you can just sit there and listen and be like, "Well, shit, he ain't talking to me, Or you can get up and go walk up to him and fight him and say, "Well, just prove it." You can do either one. It really don't matter. Yeah. Either way, the challenge is out there.
Right.
You've been challenged. That's the Isupk. That's what we do. We battle. You understand? We use these scriptures to prove what we teach is 100% factual and scriptural. And what you've learned is not scriptural. You understand? Right. Because obviously you didn't learn it here. You know what I mean? Because if you learned it here, you wouldn't be out here battling. You'd be in classes, learning, and shutting the hell up. You understand? Let's get more on that scripture.
And of the joints and marrow.
And it divides the joints from the marrow. You understand? Your marrow is your bones. You ever heard of bone marrow? And your joints is what connects your bones. You understand? Even if you was, the scriptures be going deep. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some stuff like a doctor. You need to tear apart the body down there to understand what connects what in your body. Scriptures start telling you that before you even go to doctor school. Right. You ain't got to go take a class to learn about the human body. It tell you right there what's going on in the human body.
Right.
You got a soul, you got your spirit, and then you got your bone and your marrow. Go ahead, yes.
Right, and we would understand this back during the time that Apostle Paul wrote this, because we would sacrifice and break down the lambs and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we got this analogy right here.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, read on.
and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
The scriptures, when they used properly, can discern the thoughts of the heart, which is deep because that's exactly what happened at camp yesterday. You understand? When we battled a white Christian, it discerned at the end of the battle, towards the end of the battle, it came out. Jesus Christ doesn't matter if he's black or since he's black.
Right.
You understand? Since he's black, he doesn't matter.
Right.
You understand? That's heavy that happened yesterday.
But one of the most perfect examples that I've seen of that was when it was General Johanna and General Hyman and a few other brothers out there, right? It was some white woman that was out there trying to get people to vote for Barack Obama, right? And the way the brothers seen this is, oh, she's about this black president. She's got to be down with us. And, you know, the brothers at the camp was saying what we were saying or whatever, right? And this white woman said, you'll never be nothing but a effing nigger. You will not get that job. You will not this and that. You will not such and such it. I think it was General Johanna.
Mm-hmm.
He was like,
I remember that video.
and then she had while she sat there with the Barack Obama voting thing in her hand, clipboard or whatever the hell it was that she was carrying. Mm-hmm. That pulled it right out of her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. So like I said, it divide the bone and the marrow. The marrow connect bone to bone. You understand? Basically, how you put together. If you battle the Isupk, you'll be so confused and so cut that you won't even know how you've been put together. You don't even know how you learned what you learned. That's what a lot of people, when they first learn the truth, feel. They feel like, how was I lied to all this time? How was I lied to all this time? They don't even know how it happened. They don't even know how all this stuff could have been in the Bible, and they've been read the Bible 20 times back to front, like everybody claimed, and they never ran across this scripture. You know what I'm saying? It's like I never even seen that scripture. I never knew that scripture was in there, even though I read the Bible 20 times. It divides your bone and marrow. It divides what you've been doing and what held you together your whole damn life. You understand?
Right.
That's why the Isupk battles, and that's why we're going to continue to battle. You understand? Anybody out here, you know what I mean, who watching, who may be a Christian or a pastor or imam or some crap like that, we invite you to battle. Bring your behind. You can come in this live video right now and battle right now. If you're such a Christian, you want to stand on Christianity and what's right. You understand? You can battle us right now. We can press the button on the phone, and you will be in the live stream, and you can battle. But you understand? The majority to stay the hell away from this type of stuff. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna bring something in the scripture that you ain't never even heard of or read before, and you're gonna be cut and confused and dazed, and it's gonna be like somebody smacked you. You understand? Let's get more on that scripture.
Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight. But all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Right.
Once you learn from Commander Johanna and all the generals and captains in the Isupk, you learn in the officers, you learn these scriptures, ain't nothing gonna be, you're gonna be able to tell, and no matter who come in front of you, you're gonna be able to tell what they are and what they're about. You're gonna be able to look right through them, like read them like a book. You understand? There ain't gonna be nothing hid from you. You understand? That's the spirit of discernment, whatever. But off more on that. Let's get 1 Kings chapter 18. All right. That's why battling is important. And here's another thing. Even brothers, battling your wife is important. That's not no, a lot of brothers, that's not something they trying to do or they want to do or even look forward to doing when you first come into the truth. You know what I mean? You even though you learning, you still really don't want to get into a real disagreement with your wife. A lot of brothers. You still really don't want to disappoint your wife or tell her no or make her, you know what I mean, go without, you know, or without extra time with you or without extra shit that she don't need. You really don't want to ever really tell her no yet. Because you're scared of that battle that comes along with it. Brother, don't be scared of that battle.
Right.
You probably better off to start that battle on your, so at least if you started on your own terms, you can start working on it so you don't have to wait till it's something serious that you have to battle about.
Right.
So where it's like you need her to do what she got to do, because if she don't do what she got to do, it's going to mess up a lot of things. Go ahead, yeah. Make sure you search them with the, depends on who it is, search them with the metal detector. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brothers don't want to battle they woman. You understand? That's what you have to get over. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Sorry, Christ. So it's better for you to even initiate the battle, do it over something small. There's always small signs. You know what I'm saying? It's called microaggression. There's always small signs that a woman will do to show like, oh yeah, I know you really want this, but I'm gonna do this. Now what?
Right.
Yeah, it's always small signs. You want to battle those small things like they're the biggest thing in the world.
Right. Because
you don't want to avoid all those little small battles. Now, when something very important come around, now the battle got to come out now. But it's super important in this short amount of time. We got to get something done. But now is a battle.
Right.
Now you got to battle the battle you've been avoiding all that time. But now you need something done that's very, very important, and you got to do the battle now, and there's not even that much time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, money got to be put here, money got to be put there. But now because you never battled over small stuff. Now this big issue is just like blow everything out the water. You probably don't even get done what you need done. You understand? Battling is very important and it's biblical. The brothers in the Bible battled.
Right.
You read in the scriptures, it's full of battles. Moses battling Pharaoh. Right after him. Joshua battling the Africans.
Right.
Right after him. All the judges battling all the heathens.
Right.
Right after that. King David battling Saul for the kingdom. Right after that. The prophets battling the people to get right so we don't have to go into captivity.
Right.
After that, Christ battling the Pharisees, the scribes and Pharisees. Before that, the Maccabees, Judas, all of them just battling. Everything's a damn battle. Everything's some type of fight, argument, and all of that.
Right.
That stuff, what we just read earlier. Right. Good is set against evil.
That's powerful. If I will, sir. It's messed up because we taught, this is what we taught. Before coming into the Isupk, we was taught that arguing is a female trait. Mm-hmm. We was taught that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you thought, well, I act like no bitch, so I just ain't gonna argue. Next thing you know, your wife is checking you all the damn time.
Yeah. What I heard when I was young, coming up on the wrestling team, is that it was saying that, a man only has a certain amount of words that he can say in his lifetime, and if he exceeds those words, he's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Basically telling him stop talking so damn much. Basically,
right?
You understand? Just be more doing stuff instead of talking. Yeah,
right. And it's also like saying it, but they'll sit there and tell the woman the more she talks, the more life she'll have. Mm-hmm. When in reality, it's the damn direct opposite. You know what I'm saying? They tell her, as much as she open her mouth, you know what I'm saying, that she can be independent. She can be strong. And like that's giving her life and giving her strength and giving her power. But in reality, it's just making her stupid as hell. You see what I'm saying? And destroying every damn thing that she got.
Damn right. So yeah, if you got that problem, like your brother said, he said he had that problem, but she coming around, this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? You get some counsel from the nearest captain or whoever's over that area. Hawaii is mainly Officer Lockwood Mid, who's in, I think, Carolina. So you'll probably get counsel from him or Captain Isupk. You understand? And you address that shit. You see what I'm saying? You address that shit and learn the ways to address it. You understand? Don't just go into battle blindly, like, with no tools and nothing. You gotta get some training in. You understand? Get some training in the battle. Because black women and Hispanic women and Native American women, they don't need they training is every day. Every single song that called them a queen and beautiful and begging to them, training them. Every single movie where the woman is, lately all these movies where they arguing in the movie and she say something to cut the man. Well, it's because you cheated on me 20 years ago. And, I'm leaving you. They got all them damn Tyler Perry movies. She got all that was all training.
Right.
That's all training right there. They've been getting trained from yay high on how to battle a man on whatever issue. You know what I mean? What excuse to bring up, how to get at him, what to say that hurts his feelings, what to do, how to mess him up, who to talk to, all of that.
Right.
When to give him the cold shoulder, when to, be nice to him, when to, all manipulate him. They learned all that from a yay high.
Right.
You ain't learning not a goddamn thing. You probably learning a jump shot. You probably know everything about basketball. You don't know shit about nothing else.
Right.
You understand? Because you thought you was going to get to the NBA. That's what you've been trained up on. Some type of sport or something. But she been trained from a yay high to argue you down into piss.
Right.
That's why you got to get the UPK. You got a short time too. You know what I'm saying? Because they learn more and more every day. So if you don't get up in here and shoot, you're going to get overcome before you even get here.
Right.
You understand? You have something you want to bring up real quick?
Yeah, that's so true. They all taught that from yay high. And that's why we be running around thinking that women are smarter than men. Oh, in reality, they're not. They're nowhere near it, to be honest with you. But it's just the fact that, they taught to use their emotions and all that to manipulate the man. You know what I'm saying? And also the society back supports them also. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, just like the captain just said, it's you got to get inside the UPK so you know how to handle these type of situations. Without it, you're just going to fold. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like a dog with his tail tucked between his legs. Or either you're going to flash out and knock your goddamn teeth out. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be one of the two kind of ways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And lashing out and knocking her teeth out is the emotional response, which basically means she basically, cut you and hurt your feelings with the words to where you couldn't handle it no more. You understand? Which is still losing the battle. You understand? Let's get 1 Kings 18 and 17.
1 Kings chapter 18 and verse 17.
Now this is a prophet who battled other prophets. Letting you know this battle.
And it came to pass, when Ahab saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel? Mm-hmm. And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Lord, and thou hast followed Baalim.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. Now
therefore send and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal 450, and the prophets of the grove 400, which eat at Jezebel's table. Yeah. So Ahab sent.
What's that? 850.
That's the 850 right there.
850 against one. Go ahead.
So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt thou be between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. It was a standstill. Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Lord.
Basically, during this battle, he gave him an ultimatum, which is a real powerful tactic in battle. You understand? Which kind of cuts straight to the point. You understand? You give somebody an ultimatum, even if you with your woman. You understand? You arguing with your woman, you get what the woman do that all. She use that all the time. You understand? Give you an ultimatum. You either gonna do this or I'm gone, or I'm leaving you. I'm moving with my mama. They give you an ultimatum all the damn time. Well, maybe it's time you use that weapon against her. Flip the script. Tell her, you either gonna beat my woman, you understand, and do what the hell I say, or don't beat my woman. You understand? And you know, be a wicked woman, and the Lord will be against you. You either be with me and the Lord is with you, or you be against, or you do what I don't say to do, and the Lord will be against you. You understand? You give her an ultimatum. You understand? Let her eat on that, chew on that. You understand? And you stand on that ultimatum. You understand? Brothers don't understand the power that they have in their words sometimes. You understand? You know what I mean? But they understand the woman's words. They you know, they shaking on what she's gonna say. You understand?
Right.
You're gonna have to do that with your words. Make her shake on what you're gonna say. You can't really say like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave you." You understand? That's against the scriptures, really. You know what I mean? Because you're really putting it like you about to, you know, like you want to leave her and never come back and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to go that route with it. Like I said, you want to use probably more like, you know what I mean? You either do what I say or you can disobey me, and the Lord is going to be against you. And the Lord going to fuck you up. Slack, excuse my language, but sometimes you got to use that type of language. You understand? Get more respect. You know what I mean? Yeah, brothers always trying to talk so polite to their woman, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? They trying to talk polite and smooth and kind. Well, maybe sometimes you just need to talk street to her. You understand? Maybe she understands that. A lot of times they understand that a lot better.
Right.
That's why a lot of them like, you know, certain dudes be like, why is woman like those street guys and dudes from the streets, and like why she like them thugs? Well, hell, maybe sometimes the thugs is saying it like it is. Right. You know what I mean? He not all sugarcoating everything and trying to be all sweet and kind. You understand? Right. He using the bitch word. Excuse me.
Right.
He calling her a bitch. He's saying bitch, and you not. But he getting all the respect and you not. Well, then maybe you should talk street to her then, and she'll understand that a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? These women, they've been in the streets just as much as every nigga been in the streets. Right. They've been around cussing and all of that, and harsh language. Probably more than most of the men been around harsh language.
Right.
You understand? Because dudes be, this kingdom be taught to keep it cordial all the time. And can't be cussing people out all damn everywhere. So they taught to curb that language. You understand? But women, now they taught to let loose at the mouth.
Right.
So maybe you need to let loose at the mouth too. You understand? But not maybe, you need to. You understand? You need to let loose on the mouth. You gotta make sure you do it strategically. You don't just let loose and just say anything like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave you and get with your sister. Or, I should have got with your friends. You don't want to just go off on the mouth just saying anything. You want to have this, you want to say the correct, strategic, biblical things. You know what I mean? As far as her obeying you, her giving you all the money, and making sure you have all the power and authority in that house. Don't matter who name is on whatever, who paying any bills, the man is still in charge over all of that. You understand? So you got to be arguing on that note and whatever, and a lot of other smaller things will trickle down from that. You understand? And that got to be your top stance, and that you in charge. She got to obey you. If she disobeys you, she's in the wrong. All of that, and everything else kind of trickles down from that. If they can understand that part, then everything else will kind of fall in line.
Right.
You understand? But if it's like some 50-50 thing, you need to fix that, because you can't be a prophet in Isupk and not be able to rule your own house.
Right.
You understand? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
You want me to keep reading?
Yeah, keep reading.
But Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on the wood, and put no fire under, and I will dress the other bullock and lay it on the wood.
Here's another important thing. This prophet, in this battle. He's doing what he wants to do, setting it up how he wants it done on his terms. A lot of brothers go into some type of battle or anything like that, and They just sitting waiting on what the other person gonna do. Or if you battling your woman, what's she gonna do? What's she saying? You so worried about what she's doing, if she's crying, if she's pouting, if she's mad. You so worried, you so all up in her draws for that, or on whatever feeling she's feeling, so you can react to it. You ain't doing nothing for yourself.
Right.
You ain't doing nothing on your own. You damn sure ain't doing the work of the Lord. You understand? You brothers who be, trying to sit behind and be with your woman instead of putting in the work of the Lord.
Right.
That's the wrong way to go. That's not how you get it. That's not how you have a long, strong marriage.
Right.
By trying to, I need to sacrifice the truth for my woman. That's what I need to do. You know what I mean? She's crying. She feels bad today.
Right.
She got a stomach ache or a tummy ache or something. So now you stopping the whole world to cater to her like she's some big ass 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Or she's some big ass 6-month-old baby. And you gotta be there hand and foot every second. That's wrong.
Right.
Don't do that. Isaiah, this brother who's battling against these prophets, he ain't sitting, what's these prophets, 450 prophets, what do they say? What do they want to do? How they feel? Are they offended? Are they mad? Are they crying? He ain't worried about all that. Like how Commander General Yohana said one time in class that was super heavy during his radio show. He was breaking down King David. And he was saying how all the ancient warriors and the ancient heroes, they never cared about the enemies.
Right.
They never give a damn about the enemy's feelings or had compassion on the enemy. They only cared about their people. So then their people loved them because he fights for us, he cares for us, and don't give a damn about the enemy.
Right.
You understand? He don't have no feelings for the enemy, or like, oh, I think the enemy feels bad, or this is going to hurt the enemy's feelings. All the heroes never cared about the enemies or gave a damn about their feelings.
Well,
go ahead.
And that's why white people love Donald Trump.
Right.
They love Donald Trump, and he knows it too. He knows he could be the dumbest dude out there talking about grabbing by the vagina and doing all these things that are politically incorrect, you know what I'm saying? And he knows that he will still have the support of white people because he knows that, that they know that he's in it for them. You know what I'm saying? So they quick to forgive all his transgressions, and he know it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Let's get some more.
And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord. And the God that answered by fire, let him be God. And all the people answered and said, it is well spoken.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you one bullock for yourselves, and dress it first. For ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under.
So basically, he put it out there, okay, that's the same thing if you battling your woman or whatever, or a Christian. They putting all theirs on all the multitude of Christians and all the multitude of money that the Christians have. We're not. We're not built off of that. We're not standing on that. We stand on the actual truth of the Most High God, the one only power, one only God. All right, go ahead.
And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even unto noon.
Go ahead.
Saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered, and they leaped upon the altar which was made.
Mm-hmm. And sound like what your woman would do in an argument, huh? Leap up on something and and crying out to Jesus or something, or a Christian period,
Right, Shanda Labanda and all of that, trying to run around the house like this, like she cast out spirits.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And they leaped upon the altar which was made, and it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said,
what did he do?
Mocked them.
What?
Mocked them.
He clowned them. He insulted them. He made fun of them.
Right.
And this, I'm gonna put this back on the woman, and even Christianity and battling period. An important thing about battling is respect.
Right.
The ISUPK, we do not respect what the world respects. The world respects a Christian pastor. The world respects a white man. The world respects a black woman. We don't respect it. We don't respect, not a black woman, just a loudmouth Christian black woman. That's what the world respects. We don't respect none of that.
Right.
We do it. What prophet is this? Ezekiel, Elijah. We do what he did, and we disrespect those Christian pastors and white men and Christian loudmouth black women. We disrespect them. You understand? That's a heavy, important point. Even let's say you're a woman. Let's say your woman got some old girlfriends and you don't really care for them because you know her girlfriends ain't up to no damn good. What should you do? Instead of sitting there, oh, who you going out with? Oh, you going out with her? Like the person, whoever she said matters. You gotta do what? Make fun of her friend. That she thinks you gonna respect or something just because they've been friends or something or bullshit. Right. Whatever woman, they got a woman code. I don't give a damn. Right. It don't really matter. Right. You disrespect that bald head girlfriend she got, that fast ass girlfriend she got that can't get a man, that smells, that's stanky, that's the whole neighborhood can't stand, that can't get her whole house in order. You disrespect her with that, with the truth on that. Now she like, well, oh damn, well. That he don't really give a damn about that friend. Look at it, he just clowned her. Now she ain't gonna really want to be associated with that.
Right. Well, will, sir.
Go ahead.
They damn sure do it to brothers. Mm-hmm. They'll do it to brothers in a minute. You know what I'm saying? They well skilled and stuff like that. They know how to split up brotherhoods. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You'll have a. Oh, go ahead. I
was gonna say when all else fails, they'll say, "Y'all niggas gay." And that'd be the dagger right there. Well, shit, that new damn punk, the hell with that nigga. That'd be the dagger right there,
Yeah, they'll be quick to make fun of that homie you got, you know what I'm saying, or that brother in the truth. They'll be quick to make fun of him. Why are you listening to them old dudes in them funny outfits? You know what I'm saying? They always yelling in the street. They don't have no jobs. They probably can't get no women. She'll be quick to say something like that against you to, get you to not respect the prophets in the UPK, right?
Right.
But then she bring up some old bald head friend that she got. You trying to treat her like like that's an important person. She deserves honor and dignity and respect. She's a respectful woman. When you know that girlfriend ain't worth two dead flies. You understand? It smells like two dead flies too. You understand? You don't have no clean house, none of that. Got a whole bunch of kids and she don't know who the daddy is. Oh, you know what I mean? But you gonna have to disrespect them. You understand? And if you're an officer or a soldier in the school and you battling a Christian pastor or a white man or a loudmouth black Christian woman, you gotta disrespect them.
Right. You
gotta disrespect Christianity. You understand? They start talking about on Mount Calvary and Baptist, on Calvary and 21st Street Church, not my church. Now, that's when you say, yes, Mount Calvary Second Baptist BS Church is a home of the homosexuals and the house of Satan. And everybody in there is a hypocrite. Right. You understand? And that building is run by the white man. Whatever insult you can come up with, just come up with it and insult the church. Insult that church. That's all you got to do. Because they got in their mind and in the crowd's mind or the people's mind, that church got clout, got respect. You can't disrespect this church. It's holy. It's amazing. It's something, you can't disrespect it. This is what you do. You disrespect the hell out of it.
Yeah, I'm right.
What do you think? Why do you think we always throwing down that picture of white Jesus at camp? Because in the people's mind, that's white Jesus.
Right.
That's my Lord and Savior. Yeah, you can't put 666 on Jesus. That's my Lord and Savior.
Right.
That's who I pray to at night. And then we sit there and got the 666 on it. Then we throw the damn thing on the ground. And then other brothers stomp on it around the camp. Then they sit there like, with their jaw dropped.
Right.
You see, you just destroyed that idol. in their mind. You understand? That's why that bitch word is so important. Because anybody who so-called loves God or any type of spiritual, you can never disrespect a black woman.
Right.
Your mama's a black woman.
Right.
You know, you was birthed by a black woman. You can't disrespect a black woman.
Right.
She is God. You understand? And then next thing you know, what do? We disrespect the loudmouth Christian black woman.
Yeah, I'm right.
And then they sit there in awe, and then next thing you know, they say, "Oh well, maybe they ain't right. Maybe my grandmama wasn't right about Christianity.
Right.
Maybe my girlfriend ain't right about Christianity, or my woman ain't right. These brothers just disrespected them, and nothing happened to them. I would never disrespect them, and you know, but they did. So."
Right.
Maybe she's not all holy and amazing. You just destroyed the idol. You understand?
Right.
You just thrown down their statue. You stample down their groves, which is what we are commanded to do.
Right.
We are commanded to throw down the idols and to throw down the groves of false gods and false idols. You understand? So that's why we do, and that's why you need to learn from us, learn from the Isupk, learn from Commander Yohana on how to battle. You understand? Especially a black man or a Hispanic man or Native American man. Mainly. You know what I mean? You sisters, your job, you don't learn how to battle the black man so much that you don't know how to go against wickedness and disgustingness.
Right.
You'll be a disgusting, evil whore bitch and you'll sleep with two men in one night.
Right.
You understand? You'd be disgusting as you want to be. But you don't know how to battle against that and not be disgusting. But you do know how to battle against a black man. You'll sleep with two men, and then you'll see a third man, and you'll be battling, disrespecting him, calling him stank.
Right.
After you just slept with two different men, you ain't even shower in between.
Right.
You understand? But now, you trained to battle this black man though.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
But you're not trained to battle against your wicked, nasty, disgusting lust.
Right.
You understand? And your thirst for a ride. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
And a nigga, when a nigga do come back at them, you know, talk about it, they can sit there and bring up something of your past. You bring up something of their past. You bringing up my past. It was just okay if she did it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she never charged herself, but she gonna charge you. You know what I'm saying? Right. You talk about how she done, you know what I'm saying, done got a kid with some nigga while she was with another damn dude, or when she was screwing, you know what I'm saying, still screwing up baby daddy, you know what I'm saying, while she's with another damn dude. You talking and bringing up my past. I've been forgiven for that. You know what I'm saying? That's how they be thinking. But you ain't got the possibility of forgiveness though, right? Let them tell it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Like I said, which is another tactic of they battling that they've been taught in this wicked kingdom.
Right.
That the white man are teaching them on every Tyler Perry movie, every Christian church sermon, every Christian movie, every relationship movie, every black movie damn near is about relationship problems. Some black brother cheating on, or so-called, getting another woman, and then she gets mad, and then it's a problem, and then it's this, and then it's that. It's always some like social issue every black movie. When's the last time you seen a black movie with a black man going to space or something, doing something fucking, where he's the main character and there's a lot of black cast, like a mainly black cast movie, where why don't he just go to the mountaintop and there's a whole city on the mountaintop nobody ever seen before and he goes there. You don't ever see nothing like that. You don't ever see nothing with imagination or adventure or none of that garbage. But you will see him in the house. They're struggling to eat. Right. And he gets another woman, and she goes off, and then she leaves him. It destroys the whole family. Right. And he's homeless or something. Take your pick of how it's going to go from there. But it's always the same MO, some social problem. You understand? And it's engineered that way. They put those in the movie, so then when you kind of come into a similar situation, you know how to act. Okay, I'm supposed to cuss him out. I'm supposed to break the windows on the car. I'm supposed to tell the other woman off and cuss her out too. All right, then I'm supposed to leave him, just like in that movie. Right. And then I'm supposed to go to my mom's house and talk to my girlfriends and get with a new man that I'm gonna meet you know, while I'm being sad at the club or at the bar, and I'll meet a new man, and he'll sweep me off my feet, and then I'll have sex with him, and that's when the movie ended, and they fell in love. And then you go do the same damn thing, and now you done slept with some random dude at the bar and club, left the dude you was with for 10 years, and had a family with. And then you went and slept with him, they don't tell you the part where he leaves the damn scene and don't want nothing to do with you.
Or he shoot the AIDS off in our ass.
Yeah, he should give you AIDS. You know what I mean? Like all them sisters went to Atlanta. And then so they don't show you that part in the movie. So then you just stuck. Now you just some single old nasty broad that just been with, you know, 3 different guys, you know what I mean, in the last 6 months. You know, you left with one guy, went to this guy, he swept you off your feet, you slept with him, but he disappeared. And so you tried to redo it, you know, give it a new guy in the bar, you know, because you saw it in the movie and it's psychologically in there. It's just American culture.
Right.
That's American culture, man. That's American culture. Yeah, you want to say something?
No, that's so true though. That's what they think of. You know, they just feed on stuff like that. You know, and they really actually believe that this stuff is going to work for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to listen to their man. If they don't listen to their man, then all that the captain is just saying is going to happen. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to fight against it with. They ain't got no will to fight against that. You know what I'm saying? And they detach themselves from their man. That's like a cluster of grapes that's detached from the goddamn vine. It's left to wither and eventually become a cluster of raisins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what you're seeing out here in this world. A whole bunch of sisters that are basically raisins. A whole bunch of unfruitful sisters.
Right.
You understand? They ain't building no families. They ain't doing nothing but spinning their wheels in the job for the white man.
Right.
You understand? They're raising some hellion kids. And half of them, some of them gonna end up in jail for life. Right. The other half gonna be just repeat of what they did. Can't ever build a real solid family.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or a solid legacy. Can't even leave behind a solid legacy. Their legacy is some single woman that had 2-3 kids, and you know the kids just went off and amounted to nothing with their life, and the man is gone, and it's just some destroyed family. That's the whole legacy.
Right, that's the legacy right there. Really wiping the damn families out for real, and that's what it leads to. I don't even know too many black families that was around, you know, like as far as with the same last name and all that was around 100 years ago. Like in 100 years, we just wiped the hell out. We just get brought to nothing. In 100 years' time, you know what I'm saying?
We are a shadow of our former selves as a people outside the ISUPK. Before man, and a lot of before integration, before getting with the white man's culture, black family would have 10 kids.
Right.
You had 5, 6 kids. You had a small family. You understand? We would have 10 kids, and the man and the father would be together still. You understand? And they would leave a legacy behind. You understand? Not just some wreckage behind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Of a family problems. You know, the family would be strong together. You know. So let's get more in the scripture. Something about where they put the bullock on and they set the fire up.
Okay.
They put some water on the fire or something. Or he told them to call me out. They was jumping. Yeah. Just start at verse 34.
Go cut. First Kings, chapter 18, verse 34. And he said, do it the second time. And they did it the second time. And he said, do it the third time. And they did it the third time. And the water ran down about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and and that I have done all these things at thy word.
Go ahead.
Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that thou art the Lord God, and that thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed and burnt the sacrifice and the wood and the stones and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench.
Everything, and fell where they may. You know what I'm saying? The people who were lying got exposed, and the one who was telling the truth was found out to be true. You understand? You got to stand on this truth, man. You got to tell. I know you don't want to tell your woman to stop cooking that goddamn pork, and that it's gonna destroy it. It's gonna, the Lord gonna mess you up, for eating pork. I know you don't want to tell her that, but you're gonna have to tell your woman that.
Right.
Tell her, stop making that damn pork in my house, because I ain't trying to get destroyed by the Lord. You understand? You make that pork on your own. You understand? You gonna make some pork. Tell me, so I can leave the house. So when the Lord do something against you, I ain't in the house to get messed up too. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go down the street to the library while you eat that nasty, disgusting pork, and the Lord and then let the Lord decide. And then it's gonna be shown to her that, the Lord gonna make it known. Either not now, later, not today, tomorrow. It's just gonna happen. You understand? Wickedness does not go unpunished. You understand? Unless you, work to get forgiveness. Like she might eat it now, but then tomorrow she repents and stops eating it forever. But, she's still eating that pork, still trying to cook it, and still trying to have. Let her go to birthday parties. She want to go to her friend's birthday party. She want to go to this and go to that Christian thing and this wicked holiday. Go to it, but just make sure you warn her, and you tell her you don't want no parts of it, because you ain't about to get smacked up by the Lord or get destroyed by the Lord or have problems with your life because the Lord punishing you, because the Lord won't punish her. You just let her know that way, and the chips let them fall where they may.
Right.
And trust me, they're going to fall on your side if you're sticking with the Most High. And if you learn from the Isupk. All right, go ahead.
And when all the prophets saw it, they fell on their faces. And they said, the Lord, he is God. The Lord, he is God. And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. So
after it all went down, they come to him and say, oh, our God is a fake God. Yours is the real God. I am, and we are Israelites.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I believe we are Israelites. When a minute ago you was just saying, Christianity was the right way to go. Christianity wrong, huh?
Right.
That's the white man. The white man will do that too. This is the main example for the white man on this part. The white man will sit there and say, you're not an Israelite. Christianity, Jesus loves, this and that. Then when you show them otherwise in the Bible, then they flipping the script and changing up. Now the Bible been changed. That's what Christians do too. You read them something about the Bible. Well, the Bible, the Bible has been tampered with many times. So we don't really go off of only the Bible. We also go by the Spirit of the Holy Ghost and in Jesus Christ, because the Bible been tampered with.
Right.
Go ahead.
And then you ask them the question: give me the tampered scripture. Show me one. Show me the stick. Well, it's all of. Well, just show me one. They can't do it. Which show that they only just be parakeeting. That's what Christianity is. It's a parakeet religion. You know what I'm saying? All right. You ready for me to keep on reading?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook of Kison and slew them there.
What did he do?
Slew them there.
What did he do?
Slew them there.
That prophet wasn't playing.
Right.
He put them false prophets to death. We not about to go run around killing no Christian pastors. Not physically, but we're going to kill them and destroy them spiritually with these words of the Lord that cuts their soul and spirit and their bone and marrow from each other. That's what we will do. You understand? That's what the Isupk will do. We're going to battle these Christians and cut them in the scriptures. Do it every day, all day, anytime. You understand? Anybody can get it. And that's how the Isupk is going to rise and rise and rise. You understand? We ain't going to rise by love and showing the love to the world. No, we're gonna rise by cutting the world with the scriptures, with the truth of who the real God is,
right?
Who the real Lord is. You understand, of heaven and earth. And it's not the Christian gospel, the Christian God. Anything else you want to say?
Right, cut. It's just another point in this whole little scripture just jumped out to me, because as it goes on to say in verse 41, it says, and Elijah, after all of that went down, right? Those prophets. I'm just telling you, like, right now, I'm just having to read. I can explain all that right now.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right. It says, and Elijah said unto Ahab, get thee up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain. Now, what does the rain do? The rain produces the blessing of the land, right? So, with all of it, now put it into today's time, all the Christian pastors being brought down to the Christian church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That abundance of rain, that's pretty much saying that the wealth that's been given to them will come to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing that the Isupk teaches. You see what I'm saying? That
right.
The Isupk goes against the Christian church, not just because we just don't like Christianity. It's not only because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's because we see that they've been ripping and robbing black people blind. Right. That's why it says in the scripture in verse 41, when it says there is abundance of rain coming. You see what I'm saying? The Most High took away the famine.
Yeah.
We in a famine, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians is in a famine right now.
That's right. That's right.
But with those pastors gone, right, that abundance of rain will come to us too.
Damn right. And with that, we the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge started at 1 West, 125th Street. I'm passing the class over to Precinct Officer Tarak Howder. He's gonna read the security announcements and then do all the prayers. Let's do our prayers.
Well, the Isupk started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. Numbers chapter 18 and verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10 means tenth of the Hebrew, Mayashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Announce holy convocations from sheep, remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.
Right.
With that being said, before I get done, you turn to face the east.
Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shabbat.
Hadash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakaka. Taba'ah. Batazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baharataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak now.
Wasalak now.
Kabawaki now.
Kabawaki now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kabawaki now.
Kabawaki now.
Wala
Wala
Kabaya now.
Kabiyai now.
Balasai one.
Palasai one.
Abal. Awashai now.
Awashai now.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right?
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Walapa.
Walapa.
Wa'ala.
Wa'ala.
Watapar.
Watapara.
Lawalayim.
Lawalayim.
Amad.
Amad.
Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us of our debts.
And forgive us of our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation.
To temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Abakashah.
Abakashah.
The thunder now.
The thunder now.
Akak.
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 Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Tamaka'ala.
Tamaka'ala.
Wakal.
Wakal.
Madawa.
Madawa.
Akak.
Akak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Akak.
Akak.
Lahakwim.
Lahakwim.
Hamakim.
Hamakim.
Akak.
Akak.
Arakawak.
Arakawa.
Hataba'ala.
Tama'ala.
Lagarshan.
Lagarshan.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water Amon.
The water Amon.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of
In the
Yahushua.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Maka'ala.
Wa Maka'ala.
Wa Lahayim.
Wa Lahayim.
Manazaba'ah.
Masazaba'ah.
Alawat Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawat.
Halawapim.
Hasarayim.
Hasaranyim.
Hakatazayayim.
Hakutazayanyim.
Hakayayim.
Hakayayalim.
Wa Akwakim.
Wa Akwakim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water Amon.
The water Amon.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angel.
And the angels.
Commander Yahana.
Commander General Yahana.
The general.
The generals.
Captain.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Yabaraka.
Yabaraka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Washbaraka.
Yahweh.
Yah.
Yahweh.
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 And Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayakanka.
Ayakanka.
Yash'ah.
Yashah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Washdown.
Waishon.
Lakah.
Akah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Begun.
Magad.
Hagun.
Magad. The Thurman family.
Thurman
The
family.
Sutton family.
Sutton family.
Hill family.
Hill family.
All destroyed of
The
Israel.
destroyed of Israel.
Done.
The Puppet family.
The Puckett family.
The Hawk
The
family.
Hall family.
Todd family.
Todd family.
And all destroyed of Israel.
All destroyed of Israel.
Done. Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
The water Amon.
The water of Mark.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Make his face shine upon thee.
Make his face shine upon
And be
thee.
gracious unto thee.
And be gracious unto thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
And give thee peace.
And give thee peace.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of
In
Yahushua.
the name of Yahushua.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
The names of the loved ones we just named.
Name to the loved ones with his name.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Saying evil and curses.
Saying he was a curse.
And punishment, destruction.
And punishment, destruction.
And death.
And death.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
Speak against
Thy
us.
prophets.
Thy
teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers,
and
the school.
Send
evils and curses.
And
punishment, destruction.
And
death to the heathen. And shake loose the pockets. Of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishment, destruction. And death. To the Edomites. And the nations. And the drug dealers. The court system. Prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek, synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church. Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Kamikaze. Gay movement. Lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marine. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airways. Cable access channels. And the radio channel. The Victor spirit. Of any of our people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift death. To all the heathen. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. Broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. And loose all the terrorists. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth. And destroy. Cause the terrorists to come against America. Destroy them. In their stronghold. Let America shake. At the hands of the terrorists. The Yahushua. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And kill all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it be known. By all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread. Throughout the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake. At thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. Sir. Abadi Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Barakatham. Yazmatah. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Abadi Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahweh Shemar Ahatham Ba'ashim Yahushua. Yazmatah. Dismiss.